I took my pregnancy test and I found out that I was pregnant. I felt alone. At that time, I was actually in a relationship with my child's father, and he was just very abusive emotionally. Then things started to get physical when I was about 3 months pregnant. Continued my pregnancy alone without him. Even up until the day that I delivered, it was still very hard. I still had to sign my son's birth certificate by myself. And I don't think I've ever experienced pain like that ever in my life. It was definitely really, it was really hard. Going to the Choices Women's Center, the staff really made me feel comfortable. They just greeted me with open hands. She was just encouraging me, to get into my word more, also to just lean on God more, just to strengthen my relationship with Him. And that's really what I needed the most, giving me words from the Bible. She quoted a few scriptures. That's when I had my first ultrasound, and I was able to see my baby. And words honestly can't explain how exciting that was, just to know that I'm bringing a new life into the world. Now, I've given birth to my son 2 weeks ago, and he's healthy, he's strong, and I'm just really excited about what the future holds. That was the best feeling in the world. I couldn't stop crying. It was just kind of like even after everything I've been through, I still have a precious gift.
Well, before I showed up at the pregnancy center, I was living at home with my mom. When we went there, we both was nervous. We didn't know what to expect. You guys talked to us about the risk of abortion and how people felt afterwards, and guided me through the steps what to get myself prepared for. I walked out of there and I did not want to get an abortion. They helped me out a lot. They gave me Pampers, formula, and just through the talks, was what I needed, because I didn't have a lot of support going through this experience. So it was good to have someone to talk to and just express so much. I had a lot to express. It was just like holding all my other kids. It was the best feeling in the world. I felt like a lot of weight off my shoulders. I hold a lot of stuff in. I wished I would have just talked to more people. It's okay to take help. It's okay to go through what you're going through. I wish I would have known all that. They made it easier because I knew that I wasn't alone. So I knew that other people experienced what I was going through, so it made it easier for me to take the next step through my experience, I guess. So this is little Alexander. It's a better feeling. I'm glad I made the decision that I made. My kids are happy. I'm happier. Couldn't ask for nothing better. He's smiling.
I had suspected I was pregnant, and I thought seriously about finding an abortion clinic and having an abortion. I wasn't ready to be a parent. I didn't think I'd ever want to be a parent. I had a panic attack. I did. And they actually couldn't fit me in. They were so booked up. My sister found this other place, and she was like, if you're really thinking about abortion, she was like, this is probably the place you want to go. And I was in the middle of dialing that number. Betty Jane actually called me back and said, we can squeeze you in if you can be here by 1. When I came in, everybody was just so nice. I was a new person in a new town, and it was literally walking into home, a family's home. They hugged me and they assured me everything was gonna be okay. They prayed with me, which nowadays people are really scared to do that. You just need to be reminded that there are people out there that love you and they care for you, and they're complete strangers. They're just complete strangers. They provided me with my prenatal vitamins for pretty much my first month because I didn't have insurance. They provided me with that first appointment, and that's big. I don't think a lot of places do that, confirmation ultrasound. And if you don't see what you've created, it's harder to believe, you know. And they called every week to make sure I was doing okay, and their family, they've been there every step of my son's life, like every step, like, you know, from baby shower, like first ultrasound to they were the first people he met, like, I mean, besides my mom and dad and everything. He was about a week old the first time Gideon met everybody at the center. And we go back every milestone, when he sits up and when he rolled over and when he started crawling. And for his first birthday, we stopped in and brought cupcakes, and it's family. They told me that, like, if I didn't want to keep Gideon, that, you know, they would help me find a loving home, you know, for adoption, which I thought was amazing. Like, and at that point, after I'd seen him, I was like, there's no way I could go through with an abortion. And, you know, and they gave me choices. It's life-changing, and probably the best way I never expected. I remembered my favorite Bible verse. It's 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, because perfect love casts out fear. And that's how I feel about my son Gideon. It's scary, but I'm not afraid anymore. He's everything I never knew I wanted.